Hello, divine beings. Welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Kamet. Thank you so much for joining us. Beautiful beings, we have a message from Source. Let us see what is coming through at this time. Viriaturos talovatri kikiazotos. Talovaloturos taloves. Rose gold cosmic pool, bathe in cosmic love, soak up wisdom. And we have Mahatma energy, build your light body, accelerate your ascension. Ooh. Okay, beautiful beings. With rose gold cosmic pool, Source would like to let you know that you are not alone at this time and that you have many beings around you celebrating you. You can literally see this card. This is you in the center of your universe creating all this magic, and all of your guides are witnessing you become, witnessing you finally manifest your source creative frequency on earth. And remember, they were there very much hands-on in the cocoon, assisting you to your truth of source. But now they say, we are a witness to you. So yes, you might feel alone, or yes, you might feel that you're unsupported, but you are supported beyond belief, and they're all weaving behind the scenes to assist you manifest, to assist you align with all that you're wishing for. It is important that right now you're on this path to awaken your source. That is what you are doing. You are now source. They have guided you to the truth of your source frequency, the path of your truth, the path that allows you to awaken source. Now, as source, it is up to you to awaken source by allowing yourself experiences, situations, and manifestations that allow your existence. Should you allow your full existence, it means you allow yourself the presence of your source, the manifestation of your source, the experiencing of your source. Thus, you awaken your source frequency. Right now, it is not easy, they say, as now you are learning to allow the physical a new life through the unknown. 22, the unknown, the high priestess, that balancing energy as within without, 0 new beginnings, right? It is time for you to have that harmony you have been working for, where finally in the physical you see your source frequency manifest. In order to do so, you are now releasing again anything that disallows you from being your fullest. Whatever conditioning was so deeply ingrained in your energetic frequency, in your mental body, in your emotional body, physical body, spiritual body, the very deepest of conditioning, so deep it required you to be fully a butterfly in order for you to recognize it. Okay, this conditioning required you to be a butterfly so that you can see very clearly that which is of the caterpillar, because this conditioning is conditioning of that Hierophant energy, right? It's the conditioning of morality, the conditioning of consideration, the conditioning of how it how to present yourself, right? You need to do this, it's good manners. You need to do this, it means you care. Acting like this means you care. Behaving like this means you are mindful. This is conscious behavior. This is that. All of the worldly morals, the way in which society taught you, this is how to be polite, this is how to be a friend, this is how to be a lover, this is how to be a partner, this is how to be a son, daughter, father, being, whatever it might be. All of those conditionings through relationships, through work energies, how to be at work, how to present yourself at work. So all of those very, very finely anchored in conditioning, where yes, now you find yourself in these experiences with those you care for, and yet you no longer allow yourself to people please. You no longer allow yourself to do something that leaves you at a detriment. And yes, they might respond differently, because some will celebrate you coming into your power, others will not appreciate where you are now, because now they cannot take from you, they cannot use that energy anymore. So it's that space where you are allowing all that you are being in that moment to be the presence of you. So that is showing everything that denies you the presence of you. And that is what you are healing now. So, yes, it might seem calamitous, and yes, it might seem like repetitive lessons, and yes, it might seem that you're just being compounded and compounded by more and more and more and more and more. And yet, when you witness it through Source, you're like, okay, well, I'm here. This is happening. I'm not going to react like this. I'm just going to be okay. Oh, something else, Source. Wow, okay, it's fine. I'm not going to react. I'm just going to respond. And so you're just navigating in ways that allow you ease. And you're thinking, oh, I feel like this is actually repeating a lesson or repeating a habit I don't want to repeat. But Source, this is literally the only way this will actually work out. I'm just going to go. And Source is saying, yes, don't punish the new with the old. Don't punish the ways that you are being inspired to do things with the old. Do not have the same fears about what you're doing because you're a different frequency. Now, whatever you do does work out, does assist you. So it's a learning to release the fears. How can we say this? Maybe you are guided to do something and you fear that, oh no, that's going to put me in debt. And Source is saying, yes, you need to release the fear of debt. So yes, you are guided to do this, and yes, it's going to maybe make your bank account questionable, but we want you to be at ease in that questionable state. We don't want you to give power to the fear of debt. It's not that you're going to be there, but we're witnessing that right now the way that you're handling money is so carefully and so miserly that you are still having that fear of debt. So we want you to release the fear of debt by being there, and then now be Source there. Don't be your old self. Be Source there. How does it feel? Okay, not so bad. Why? Because you know it's going to be fine. Okay, so what to do? This is what I'm going to do. So Source is saying you might be guided to ways of investment, which you might feel, oh, but this is going to leave me in this way. And Source is saying, why are you deciding how it's going to leave you? Wherever you're guided, go. Should it feel not out of anxiety, right? It's not out of desperation, anxiety, or out of anything rather than, okay, you're actually surprised. You're surprised that it's coming in as a suggestion. It's like, oh, really? Okay, I didn't think that was the way it was going to go. I didn't think that was, the highest frequency. And so saying, stop deciding what is the highest frequency. Highest frequency just means your true authentic self, wherever it is. It's not a better or lower, it's just your true authentic self. And right now, should you take this step, it still honors your true authentic self. You're not taking away from you because of whatever lesson you're going to learn there. Fear, releasing the fear of debt, allowing yourself the ease of money flowing in and out, trusting, having deep faith that things are going to work out. Whatever it is you're learning there, trust. Sources saying we can see that, we can see these old fears or insecurities and anxieties that are still subconsciously there, especially now that you are so in the physical. You no longer have that spiritual buffer. You no longer have that, you're really back in the physical, and you feel it right here in all of this healing energy of collective pain for those who are releasing, who are rather disallowing themselves Source, and those who are anchoring the energies by allowing themselves Source, and the differences of truths emerging, and the collapses of one structure and the rising of a healing structure. And all of these things, you're right there in the middle of it. And now finally you are in the middle of it as Source, no longer in the absence of Source. And now that you're as Source, it's like, okay, great, now you're back in the physical as Source. Wonderful. Now there's still a few ways in which you are still a caterpillar. You've left the world of a caterpillar, but the caterpillar world has not left you behind. So it's time for you now to see where you are still not allowing yourself, still not owning your space, still giving fears to this and this. It's a releasing of everything, and it's happening super fast because you have done the work to be Source. So everything that's not Source is lining up first and foremost super quickly. That's the intensity of your experience is a measure of how powerful a Source frequency you are at now, that it is so obvious. It is so obvious. It's like, imagine you were the color purple, and now you're the color yellow, right? But you are so yellow that any single speck of purple is visible and is in your face, and you can't miss it, and you can't miss the lessons of it, because you're no longer transitioning to yellow. You are yellow. You're no longer transitioning to the understanding and the acceptance that you are Source. You are now embodying Source because you're fully now awakened to the truth of the Source energy you are. And they're saying the only way you can really choose you each and every single time is on your own now. all the tools you learned when you were in the teaching phase, in the cocoon phase, and now that you're in the physical, it's time for you now to, you know, the tools. You were learning the tools of the butterfly, you now know them, apply them, don't react to all of the situations happening around you. It's literally you experiencing your source impeccably. And when you do this, when you just anchor it in and you now allow whatever experience to happen to be source, you see, how do you, how on earth can you be completely crystallized as the source you are unless now you are source experiencing everything that would usually dissuade you or persuade you to turn away from source or dissuade you from being in source? You know, how do you practically train the muscles or to practically claim yourself as source unless everything that would usually cause you to wobble and flicker and backtrack isn't presented to you and you still remain a source? It's that crystallization, and it's important. And the fact that you're still experiencing these things and they're still eliciting emotional responses and anxiety is showing you how you are still giving power to those energies. It's indicative of it. So don't react, just accept where you are right now, and know that this is fast moving energy. That's why it's happening so intensely, so quickly, because this is the infinity, as within, without. That which you are within has to be completely immaculately shown. In any little dust, any speck that is not in the direction, the flow of you is being shown to you through all these manifestations. Because when you crystallize, boom, there you are, Mahatma energy, building your light body. You accelerate your ascension. That's what's happening right now. It's the building of the light body. You're accelerating your ascension because it's happening so quickly. These experiences where in the past you would linger in sadness, is like, no. Linger in fear, oh no. Linger in doubt and hopelessness, no. Oh, woe is me, no. Oh, this is unfair, no. You're no longer giving it airtime. You're no longer giving it mind time. You're no longer staying in those energies long. You are just no, 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 no. I trust, I go, I go. And as you're doing it, things do sort of work out in a very unorthodox way, because you're also releasing the idea of it has to work out in a specific way for you to feel at ease. Do you understand the multiple layers of lessons happening right now? You're releasing what still triggers you, releasing what still takes you away from source, also releasing the idea of your divine perfection and releasing what you think is the best way for it to come through. You are releasing everything that denies the source of you within from truly just being and expressing itself, where you just literally witness and discover. Just as your collective team are witnessing and discovering you, look at you. Where are you? Here you are witnessing and discovering. You're not there in the mix trying to make things. You are also here witnessing and discovering. And that's the point. So you are releasing everything that denies you from witnessing and discovering, that keeps you in the reactivity, that keeps you in the have to now do things, I have to, that keeps you in that very frantic human energy. And it's a beautiful thing because it allows you to love. You see that Ace of Cups energy allows you to love who you are each and every single time, and all this yellow allows you to now action in your very actioning, in the light, in the physical, the solar plexus, your actioning energy. Even here, the yellow and the orange, sacral and solar together, the actioning of you is you at the love of you, you at the truth of you, in all and every single, in all situations, in every single moment of your experiencing and your expression. This is what you are truly healing to. And Source is saying this is important because, yes, you healed this in the shadow, in the cocooning. Now you're healing it in the light. And trust, you are going to come to a place where things work out smoothly and everything does come to where you know it has to be. But the quality of what you want is impeccable. It doesn't have a smudge. It's not a, oh, I want to be 99.99% source. You said, I want to see myself clearly. I want all of the love that I know I deserve, all the abundance that I know is out there. I want the earth of my truest existence and manifest divine love, the earth we know that we can be, to be anchored right here, right now, and you are doing it. You are doing it, but in order to anchor that earth fully, in order to allow Mother Earth Gaia to anchor your frequency, you need to be your frequency, not the frequency that is currently here. None of that frequency is to remain in your energy. None of the frequency of the earth in this dimension, but the frequency, the absolute quality, the purity of the frequency of you anchored here on earth means you need to be in that energy at its purest. And purest again is not that, oh, holy a certain way. No, it's you at your authenticity, you at your truth, your shadow and your light. It's you at your core, you doing what feels aligned to the complete expression of you each and every single moment, pure expression of you. Because you are that powerful a healer to do so. That's why we are here. So do not react at what is happening around you. And all of you are having very different experiences of it. Just, okay, interesting. Interesting. I no longer feel that I want to give myself up like that. No, I no longer feel I want to people please. No, I no longer feel I want to, I don't really want to do that. I'm no longer going to do that because I have to do it for other. You are really learning to only do that which resonates with you. Here is your core frequency. This is the frequency you are, and you're saying, well, that which resonates with this energy is that which we rainbow co-create in. Those 10 of Cups creations, soul creations, destined creations. It's a powerful healing you are doing right now. Allow it as you are literally unraveling even more and more to come to the depth of you. And it's different because you're not used to being so raw and so open all the time. And Source is saying, don't run away from it. Here it is, Ace of Pentacles, maturity. Don't run away from it. Look at you opening up, raw, rich, beautiful, powerful, all that flower energy coming into the fullest bloom of you, that which you were meant to blossom into, that which you were meant to become originally without any of the conditioning, any of the limitations. This is you honoring yourself completely. Ace of Pentacles, the truth of you being. If you can all please close your eyes. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Deep breath in, viatur, ritares calatares. Deep breath out, gitares talosatos, viatur calates. Deep breath in, viaturos, gitares talovet. Deep breath out, rates, giviatos taves. Keep breathing, varatas, giates. The truth of you emerges in the physical, complete in all experiences, and you now witness fully that which doesn't align with you, and you no longer judge yourself for releasing, for not caring in the way the other person wants you to care, for not offering yourself in the way the other one person wants you to offer yourself. You are literally just saying, I'm going to witness what I am, the expression of me in this moment, and I'm going to trust that's enough. And I'm going to trust the manifestation of me, for I now want to discover that which I am. I no longer control the outcome. I want to witness the flower that I become. And you're just learning this and seeing where you still hold yourself back and releasing it even more. And it's just becoming beautiful and beautiful. And yes, your things are coming, because remember, your desires, that 7 of Cups energy requires you at your truth. To anchor in Mother Earth Gaia, the highest frequency of you, you have to be at your frequency. And yes, it's a long journey. You think that you're done, and Source is saying you're almost there, you're almost there, you're almost there. We're now in the physical as Source. Yes, first in the physical, absent Source, then in the spirit to remember Source, to the presence of Source, and then spirit heals you to the presence of Source, and then now in the physical as the presence of Source, now releasing all which is in the absence of Source in order for you to be fully anchored as the presence of Source, and boom. And not everybody is doing this. Other people are completely not resonant with these energies of ascension at this time. You are. So know that yes, the path does feel intense, but it's so worth it. And that's why you can't help but feel that energy of things working out. It's definite. It's absolute. It's absolute, because you've anchored Source here. So you've anchored the absolute divine perfection of your manifestation being. It's anchored, it's absolute. Now it's just the healing to that absolute frequency, and you can feel it. So Source is saying, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, divine beings. You are doing so well. Look at this new vision. Yes, you are growing, you're expanding into your new vision, your new truth, anchoring new energies, new expressions. You are seeing yourself alive. You are allowing yourself to be whole in every situation, every experience, allowing the frequencies of you. You are expressing yourself in authenticity. You are finding new ways of expressing, new ways which allow you your truth, your freedom, your magic, your liberation. Oh, finally, the mirror frequency awakened as you now see yourself, the reflections of the physical honor the source that you are. New vision. You are becoming this new vision, not only receiving it and understanding, but you are literally cell by cell becoming the vision of you through source. And because you do not understand or do not know the outcome, allow yourself to experience what you become and just trust along the way. Just trust along the way. The master, oh, look at this mastery. You're coming into the full mastery of you, the truth of you. You are just the wisdom of you anchoring in. You can see it in all experiences. You can see your wisdom. You can feel it. You can feel how you're no longer reactive. You can feel how you're ready for the truth. You can feel that you're no longer willing to keep up with people's BS or to be in the illusion. You're just done with the noise. You're done with the noise, and you are ready for that which is the true frequencies of those creating present source, which is music to your ears, an orchestra for now you're finely tuned as source, and that is the energies you are creating with, you are connecting with, and this is what you are crystallizing into, that Mahatma energy. Accelerated ascension, building your light body, coming to the fullest expression of your divine energy. It's gorgeous. Just trust this path. You are doing so well. Allow the discovery. And whatever you're experiencing, you are literally healing the energy of reactivity. So if it's doubt, you're healing the doubt. If it's fear, you're healing the fear. If it's insecurity, healing the insecurity. If it's disappointment, if it's anger, if it's frustration, whatever it is, you are healing, giving power to the physical situations, making you feel that way. So some of you might be having really intense experiences of the low, which really would keep one in a very sad and we can feel it, very depressed and sad spaces. And you are, instead of really, and it's an interesting space because as much as you're feeling all of the heavy low energies, you are also seeing it from source's perspective. So for some reason it's not really consuming you, but you're still aware of it, and source is saying it's because you are now learning to allow the physical to look as it is, to feel as it is, to be as it is, and you no longer react through a negative emotion because you're no longer assigning the physical with emotionality. This is to allow you just to have the presence of source, to discover the new emotions this experience elicits, which will heal you and release the current situation from having power over you. You master it. Guidance, Three of Pentacles. This is you now receiving. You see, in those situations, the guidance of Source, Three of Pentacles, which is stable. And look, it mirrors the Ace of Coins here. So Three of Coins, Ace of Coins, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. The stability, you in your stability, allowing each experience to manifest in the wholeness of you, the source of you, and you are now having guidance in this physical realm as this wholeness of you, and this guidance is stable. Three, you can build upon it. However you are being guided to, whatever you are, however you are feeling guided to, don't judge the guidance, don't judge the experience. It is assisting you to build your most stable way, even though it might feel, oh, but Source, that's going to send me on a whole dip. Source is saying trust. It's sending you on a very different path that you don't understand right now because you don't see the journey of it. You're just seeing right here, right now. We're saying trust us. We see the journey of it, and the journey of this path is not going to lead to destruction or lack or poverty. We don't fear that energy. We no longer want you to fear the the journey. We want the journey to be an experience, and the only way you release the fear of it is by you experiencing all of these human conditioned unwanted experiencing. That conditioning is deep. They decided that what you're experiencing is unwanted, and Source is saying stop reacting the way that humans react to these events. You are Source. It doesn't matter what it does. You are neutral, you're balanced, shadow and light. You see all and you don't judge any of it. And Source is saying it's time that you stop judging the shadow experiences, those healing experiences in your life as, oh no, a sadness or a suffering, or no, you be Source in it and you overcome it. And yes, it is hard, but this is your power. You can do this. You have done it in the cocoon. You have awakened. That was already a huge thing to have to do. You have ascended eras from the Piscean realm to the Aquarian realm. Huge. You have anchored your organic source frequencies. Huge evolution work. And now you are literally just wringing out the last bits of that oppression energy. Huge. In order for you to be simply source at all times. Everything. Don't be impatient. We do this because we are doing this properly, so we do it in divine timing. There's no rushing this. And as you allow yourself that peace in that situation, you will be guided to ease within this uncertain place, within this these rough waters, these choppy waters, within these uncertain energies. You will align to the path of ease, for you will stop reacting to the experience and you'll just simply be witnessing what your source, what your source makes of it. Witness what your source makes of this experience you're currently in by being source, by just being. And know that your whole team is with you. They simply cannot intervene at this time. It's up to you to choose you. That's the most powerful. You choosing you, you loving you, you allowing you. That is extreme power. That is you claiming all that you are. They have shown you how. They have guided you how. It's now time for you to implement their teachings and be it. And you're doing so well. You truly are. Blessed be.